We seem to be back for another episode of Season 3 of Jurassic Adventure. However, today is not an ordinary day on the island, since today makes a very special day. Sure, as I'm recording this, it is currently almost fall, where the leaves will fall from the trees. However, this marks the season that every creature on this island either dreads or loves with passion. A beautiful, yet competitive time of year. It is mating season. During this time of the year, males or females alike will challenge each other for the mating rights. Either twist or locking horns, or smacking each other in the faces with their own tails. Creatures on this island will do anything to get mates around this time of the year. And it only gets worse as they get more desperate. And of course, our favorite characters are not exempt from this. Jax is right now still recovering from the loss of Horace, but he decides to make himself feel better by getting himself out in the field. Because if you remember in that last episode, or a few episodes back, Jax actually managed to beat one of the opponents around here. Now, he's officially got the rights to mate. But sadly, now he's got to make the difficult decision to find and convince females that he is a worthy mate. And sadly, with his current state of age and condition, this process could possibly take him almost years to achieve, sadly, at this point. So Jax scouts the land to try and see if he can convince any other females to try and see if they will see him as a worthy mate. She sizes him up. Sadly, she is not convinced. Being respectful, Jax decides to walk away in shame. Hopefully, Jax will find some mates, and hopefully he'll become his dream job of having the pride of becoming an alpha of a herd. But for now, it seems like he's got to continue searching. Meanwhile, sadly, the mating season is not going good for some characters around here so far. We are back here at Hunter's Nest. Sadly, Hunter has so far not had any luck to find a mate. And frankly, Hunter, he almost doesn't care, actually. Hunter has tried years and years, but sadly he's failed every single season, either because he's too young or too immature to convince a female that he is a worthy buck. Despite him sort of being the alpha T-Rex around here, sadly, Hunter has still not had any luck, so he goes to do something. Hunter has seemed to made it to a more sunny side of the island, where he picks up a familiar scent. It's not a dead body. Instead, it's actually quite a interesting scent that he has smelled before. Hunter then begins to follow it. Hunter is unwillingly and unknowably has just picked up the scent of Gloria. She's right now checking out the area to see if there's any worthy mates, or wherever she's doing, because we can't really follow her, simply because she is quite an elusive T-Rex. Thanks to that trait, sadly we've not gotten much footage of so far. So hopefully we can learn more about her. Right now, Seems like she's just smelling the grass. Standing over 50 feet away, Hunter, he's really curious about Gloria. But sadly, he just can't bring himself to do it. Because of their past run-ins, after they ran into each other multiple times, Hunter and even Gloria herself are pretty skeptical of one another. We're not sure if they're rivals or if they are allies. All we know is that they are not worthy of mating with each other, at least in their eyes. So unfortunately, Hunter walks away. But sadly, it looks like someone else thinks otherwise. It's another male, but not just any male. This is the same T-Rex that has killed Horace. And it seems like he wants Gloria. And since we have to name creatures that keep appearing in the show, we're gonna dub him, because of his behavior and the way how he kills creatures, we're gonna dub him Poacher. Right now, he is stalking Gloria, ready to pounce. Without wasting any more time, he goes in. Gloria, however, she is not agreeing with this kind of treatment. That's when Poacher, he disgustingly tries to force himself on her. Hunter pushes him off. I'm sorry for all the stuttering. Poacher, being new at this, he does not know how this works. Poacher then goes in again, but this time, a third roar happens to break up the fight. Hunter, he usually hates this kind of behavior, so he is furious that Poacher's trying to do this in his territory. Each of them are aware of how much damage one another can do to each other. That is why they're keeping their distance between each other, to make sure they do not get in biting range. Poacher can see Hunter is a worthy combatant, but sadly, for Hunter, he does not get a worthy fight, because Poacher decides to be a coward, and decides to leave. Gloria is flattered, but sadly, the two of them are going to have to do a lot more to each other to actually impress one another if they want to mate. See you all in part 2 of Jurassic Adventure Season 3.